everyone, good afternoon, and welcome back to Thorough Newspaper Analysis. Today is 27th of May, and this entire video series it's brought to you by LawSikho. So with this, let's head to the agenda for today. Now for the editorial segment, we've taken up an article which was published in The Hindu, and it is titled as Mob and Justice. See here, essentially, the author is trying to discuss a case which goes back to 2018, which pertains to mob lynching. Here, the Sessions Court concerned has given 4 accused a jail term of 7 years and convicted them for culpable homicide not amounting to murder. And the author is trying to put forth a case that rather than that, the Sessions Court should have convicted them for culpable homicide amounting to murder. So we're going to have a look at what this episode of mob lynching is and what are the evidences involved here, the pieces of evidence, and also what is the argument of the author. Secondly, we talk about the important news updates of the day, and this is going to be followed by the last segment where we have a look at important legal updates of the day. So with this, let's dive into the TNA. We start off with this article, which is titled as Mob and Justice. This is going to be our order of understanding of it. First, we talk about the issue involved here, then what is the issue that the author has highlighted in this case, and also what is the rationale behind the judgment that has come from the Honorable High Court, the Sessions Court, and then we also talk about its aftermath. See, the author starts this article by bringing a picture to the forefront that the thin line of difference between culpable homicide not amounting to murder and culpable homicide amounting to murder, which in common parlance we understand as culpable homicide and murder. So this thin line of difference, the author has said that first it is a thin line, and secondly that this has become a subject of endless analysis time and again. And for our purpose, we're discussing this distinction in light of a case of mob lynching. So there was this Muslim dairy farmer in the year 2018. He was transporting 2 cows with his friend in a village in Alwar. At that point in time, he was attacked by a mob, and as a result of it, he was assaulted. He sustained severe injuries, and due to non-access to timely medical facility, he later succumbed to his injuries. The Sessions Court concerned it sentenced 4 men to prison term of 7 years for this lynching episode. However, the main accused, which the police presented forth, which was a Vishwa Hindu Parishad leader, he was acquitted by the Session Court due to lack of evidence which showed his culpability. Now, here the author is trying to paint a picture that while this conviction, the fact that the police was able to secure a conviction of 4 men to a 7 year jail term in a mob lynching case, this is a noteworthy development. Why? Because if we have a look at the recent episodes in the recent years of such sort of mob lynching episodes in various states, then we would see that the chances or the cases of these accused persons brought to the justice and being prosecuted, it is very dismal. So the fact that there is a conviction here, it is noteworthy. However, at the same time, the author has stated that the accused were found guilty for culpable homicide not amounting to murder and for wrongful restraint alone, and they should have been instead been found for guilty for murder. And because when found guilty for murder, at least it would have entailed life imprisonment for them. As far as the family of the deceased is concerned, it is, as per the author, is rightly concerned and aggrieved by the sentence. A conviction of murder, it would have entailed at least a life imprisonment instead of the mere 7 year term. The police had relied on telephonic conversation for the purpose of roping in or bringing the main accused, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad leader, as the key suspect. However, he was eventually acquitted due to the lack of evidence as per the Sessions Court. The court, however, as per the author, did not consider this proof as sufficient, and the court held that the accused, they did not intend to cause this assault which led to the death of the deceased, nor did they have the knowledge that their act it was capable of securing such sort of a result. So as a result of this conviction was in the category of culpable homicide not amounting to murder. And with this, the author ends the article with the parting note saying that organized cow vigilantism and such sort of episodes, they pose a major threat to the safety and the security of minorities and also to the maintenance of law and order situation. And the author has also brought in picture the fact that the Supreme Court has time and again also highlighted that such sort of sectarian violence episodes, they should be discouraged. And with this, we proceed to the next segment for today. And with this, we proceed to the national news category for today. In a series of new appointments, TVS Supply Chain Solutions Executive Vice Chairman R. Dinesh is now assumed the charge of Office of President of Confederation of Indian Industry. Apart from him, ITC Managing Director Sanjeev Puri has been named as the President Designate. Industry body, Indian Steel Association and the ASEAN Iron and Steel Council, they've signed an MOU for bilateral cooperation between Indian and ASEAN steel industry. This MOU, it aims at the leveraging of strengths, expertise and resources of both of these organizations for the purpose of unlocking new avenues of growth, innovation and sustainability in the steel industry. In an exciting update, the International Supercomputing Conference for the year 2023 in Germany, here the AI supercomputer AIRAWAT, which is situated in Pune, it achieved an impressive global ranking of 75 on the esteemed top 500 global supercomputing list. With this accomplishment, India is established as a leading nation in the field of AI supercomputing. AIRAWAT, this is a part of Government of India's national program on AI, and it represents a significant stride forward in the country's AI capabilities. Now we come to an update in the field of sports. Indian long jumper Murali Sreeshankar, he won gold, while Jeswin Aldrin, he has bagged a silver medal at the international jumping meeting which was held in Greece. Successfully defending his title in the men's long jump event, Commonwealth Games silver medalist Sreeshankar, he registered his season best jump of 8.18 meter. Kerala has become India's first fully e-governed state. The Chief Minister of the state, he stated and declared that Kerala is India's first fully e-governed state while speaking at an event which was held in Thiruvananthapuram. A host of government services were unveiled at this event. Also, acting on his earlier promise of making internet access affordable, the Chief Minister for the state, he has launched the Kerala Fiber Optic Network project. Harsh Jain is the new chairman of Internet and Mobile Association of India. With this appointment, Indian entrepreneurs, they are now seeking to assert their influence over policy making in the rapidly evolving technology and startup sector. Rajesh Megov of Make My Trip, he has been appointed as the vice chairman, while Satyam Gajwani of Times Internet is going to serve as the treasurer. Odisha government has collaborated with Infosys and NASSCOM. Odisha government's higher education department, it has entered into an MOU with Infosys Limited and NASSCOM for the purpose of enhancing the skills and the employability of students in higher education institutions in Odisha. This collaboration, it aims at providing learning and employment opportunities for students and to promote equal access to education for passionate individuals, equipping them for the future. Tipu Sultan sword, it has created new auction record in UK with the Great Britain pound 14 million. This sword, it represents the reign of Tipu Sultan between 1782 to 1799, often referred to as the Sukhela. This is an emblem of authority. This has brought us to the international segment for today. Germany has entered recession. The German economy, it contracted in the first quarter of 2023 compared to the previous 3 months, thereby entering recession. The GDP of the country, it fell by 0.3% for the quarter when adjusted for the price and calendar effects. This follows a decline of 0.5% in the fourth quarter of last year. Ex-Nepalese soldier, he with artificial legs, he has created history by scaling the Mount Everest. A double amputee ex-British Gorkha soldier, he has scaled Mount Everest, thus scripting history by becoming the first in the category to scale the world's highest peak with artificial legs. Haribud Magar, he has lost his both legs in a war with Afghanistan while fighting as a soldier for British Gorkha for the UK government in the year 2010. And this has brought us to the last segment for today with the first update coming from the Honorable Apex Court. So the Supreme Court, while adjudicating an application which was filed under Section 11 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act for the purpose of appointment of an arbitrator, has held that the limitation period of 3 years for filing such an application, it would commence from the date when the cause of action arose. Subsequent negotiations after the cause of action has arisen, it will not postpone the cause of action for the purpose of computing the period of limitation, the apex court held. This was done in the case which is titled as Messrs. B&T AG versus Ministry of Defence. Another update is also from the Honorable Top Court. So before subjecting an accused to a trial for alleged commission of offence under Section 3, Subsection 1, Clause X of the Scheduled Castes and the Scheduled Tribes Act of 1989, it is desirable, the Honorable Apex Court held, it is desirable that the caste-related utterances, they are outlined either in the FIR or at least in the charge sheet. It also opined that the same it would enable to ascertain if a case is made out for an offence under the SC/ST Act before taking cognizance of the matter. This was held in the case of Ramesh Chandra Vaishya versus the state of Uttar Pradesh and another. This brings us to an end for the TNA for today. In case you want to get access to the free study material that LawSikho curates or the TNA slides that have been used in this video, I would highly encourage all of you to please join our Telegram channel. And for the very same purpose, you may scan the barcode here or you may click on the link which is provided in the description. These are the point of contacts using which you may get in touch with LawSikho. Thank you for being with us.